despite the snow in DC, we are still very, very busy getting ready. So we just wanted to take a few minutes to run through how you can make a difference this year in pro-life legislation, and then also we'll give a bit of an overview of what you can expect at the end of this week for the March for Life. So Tom McCluskey, who's our president of March for Life Action, heads up that side of the operation of promoting pro-life laws and pro-life legislation. So one of the things that we're going to be focusing on a lot as a pro-life community this year is pro-life protections from taxpayer funding of abortion. So Tom, could you just start off by giving us an overview of what these pro-life protections are and their importance to the pro-life community and of ending abortion?
Certainly. Within every annual spending bill, there's close to 24, if not more, protections that over the last 45 years have been introduced by members of Congress, bipartisan members of Congress, and supported by bipartisan members of Congress, to make sure that taxpayers aren't funding abortions, that doctors and nurses aren't being forced to pay or to perform in abortions. And those protections are under fire right now. On January 2nd, the Democrats introduced a bill that looked to take away the protections that President Trump put in to make sure that taxpayer dollars don't go to pay for foreign abortions or to help subsidize foreign abortion groups that promote abortion overseas. This week, we're expecting a vote on the very exact same stuff.
So what are some of the most successful pro-life protections that we have right now and that are going to be coming under fire?
Well, the granddaddy of them all, and which is the ultimate goal of the pro-abortion forces within Congress, mainly the Democrats in the House, is the Hyde Amendment. The Hyde Amendment has saved well over 1 million lives since it was first introduced in the 1970s, and through Medicaid it helps stop taxpayer funding of abortions. There are a number of others. Within D.C. there's something called the Dornan-Smith Amendment, which stops taxpayer funding of federal or state tax or city taxpayer funding of abortions within the District of Columbia. There's the Weldon Amendment, which protects doctors and nurses and healthcare professionals from having to pay for or perform abortions against their conscience. There's also, within the Defense Department, there's things to stop for taxpayers from paying abortions there. Within the prison system, there's things to protect taxpayers from having to pay for abortions there. Those are just a few that every single one of them are under fire, though, under this Congress.
So we can expect then in whatever appropriations or spending bills to have these protections either attacked or, very pro-abortion laws being slipped in there.
Right. The two ladies who are in charge of most of the appropriation bills, Rosa DeLauro and Nita Lowey, Democratic congresswomen, both of them helped found the pro-choice caucus, and both of them have also said that all of these pro-life protections should not exist, as well as the Speaker herself has said that she supports overturning all of these pro-life protections.
Yeah, and it's important to remember, as Tom was saying, with just the Hyde Amendment has saved well over 1 million lives, and so these protections are extremely important and can lead directly to saving people's lives. So what can marchers do as they're coming into DC this week? What can we do to influence our lawmakers and to promote these important laws?
Well, one is educate your lawmakers, and we have a lot of great material on our website, and we're going to be putting up more, and also how to address your member of Congress too should be on there as well, and how to get a hold of them. However, they need to be educated, because right now you have a partial government shutdown going on. A lot of it is focused on the border wall down in Mexico. What we're searching for is a border between taxpayers and abortion to protect them, and members need to be educated that if you're looking for a reason to shut down the government, protecting the unborn is about the only good one I can think of. Contact your House members, regardless of their position currently, so that they can hear, and also educate your senators as well, because they will be the backdrop of trying to stop this.
So if you're coming to the March for Life conference this week, Tom put together a great program called Capitol Hill 101, where he's bringing in some really phenomenal speakers and lobbyists to go through a bit of that in detail of how to address your congressman or your senator, and the best way to educate them. So if you're coming to the conference, you can look forward to that. But if you are not coming to the conference, you can still go to marchforlife.org, and there's some great information there about how to find your legislator. And then if you're coming to the March for Life, again, as Tom was saying, regardless of where your members stand on this issue, it is very important that you show your support for pro-life laws, and you never know what impact or influence they could have. The other thing to look forward to as well is we will be having a all March call to action that will be from the March for Life stage this Friday, January 18th, and so you can look forward to that. It's just going to be a great opportunity for all of the marchers who are there that day to join together on a very important cause. So stay tuned for more information on that. Yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to add along this issue?
As our lineup shows, this is a bipartisan issue. Something like the Hyde Amendment, Nancy Pelosi has voted for herself well over 40 or 50 times over the years. And as well as the policy she's trying to overturn, the Mexico City policy. It's only now that they're seeking to overturn this. So I can't emphasize enough. It does not matter where your member of Congress stands on this issue. They need to hear from you respectfully, and they need to hear from you often.
Absolutely. So then just give you a general overview of what's to expect in the few days ahead. On January 17th, we have our March for Life conference. That includes Capitol Hill 101, as we were just talking about. There's also going to be Youth Rally, which is from 2 to 4 in the afternoon, and I believe registration is closing today. So it's your last chance to sign up for that if you have some young people coming. There's also March for Life Expo, which goes on in the same hotel, the DC Renaissance Hotel, where all the events are. And we have over 85 pro-life organizations from all over the country, some really phenomenal groups to educate yourself on, and then also to get connected with and figure out, what you can do throughout the whole year to promote a culture of life. And then on the 18th, we have the March for Life. And so Ben Shapiro will be recording his podcast live in the morning at 10 o'clock. And then we're going to have our rally with Sidewalk Prophets, our musical guest this year. And so that will be starting at 11. And then we'll have the March for Life rally, which we've got some really phenomenal speakers this year, including Abby Johnson. And we've got Katrina Jackson, Dan Lipinski, Representative Smith, and then Senator Steve Daines, who will also be speaking as well.
As will Ben Shapiro.
And Ben Shapiro as well.
And if you're watching, there are pro-life Democrats, and we're going to have them at the March for Life.
Absolutely, so. Yes. And then, of course, the most important thing will be the march then to follow to the steps of the Supreme Court. And then after that will be the roast dinner, which will be bringing together some really phenomenal pro-life people to celebrate with a very beautiful dinner. So for more information on all of this, go to marchforlife.org, and for more information about how to contact your legislators, information there, marchforlifeaction.org, and be sure to follow us on all of your social media platforms. So we look forward to seeing you all this week.